On to the news now. And as the battle continues to find a new Prime Minister, it's time to bring out the battle board. This is... As you can see, Boris Johnson, Jeremy Hunt, Mike the cameraman, as far as we're concerned, is still in the running. Last week, we said the only person that could beat Boris Johnson was Boris Johnson.
And in fairness to him, he's having a bloody good go at it.
Neil tweeted in this week to say, is it OK to prove there was no problem with his girlfriend, Boris Johnson's PR people released an odd photo of the two of them in a field. Yeah, so last Friday, just before the show, we found out that police had been called to a row between Boris Johnson and his girlfriend. Now, the row had been recorded by her neighbours and was then sent to The Guardian. I mean, there were details that came out. Apparently, she was angry that he spilt red wine on the sofa.
Yeah.
He apparently yelled at her, or reportedly yelled to her, "Get off my laptop." She called him spoilt, said he had no regard for money. All of this...
Get off my laptop's an interesting one, isn't it? Incognito browsing, Boris. That's all you've got to do.
Now, at the time last week, we said we weren't sure if it might become a thing. It became a thing. So much so that this photo appeared to the happy couple on Monday to prove to the world that it wasn't a thing. Now, we're pretty sure that's Boris and his girlfriend. It might be Ed Sheeran and Sally Phillips.
Tell you what,
yep.
She definitely bought that shirt for him, didn't she? Right there, she's going, "So you like the shirt, don't you?" He's like, "Yeah, look, you don't like it, do you?" "No, I do like it." "Well, no, the thing is, I just saw it in Giacomo and thought of you." Also, I think that that's the moment when, in a relationship, when she first brought up the thing about having drinks on the sofa. You know when you've got a problem with your other half, but early on it can't be an argument, so you just casually drop it in. So there she's just kind of going, "Yeah, no, it didn't bother me. I just noticed that you nearly spilt red wine on the sofa, so I just thought I'd bring it up. But it's not a problem, it's cool."
I like it because it's shot like a camera from Springwatch. Like they're going, "Let's just check on the Boris cam to see whether they're mating yet."
I can't half imagine Theresa May running through a field of wheat next to it.
I mean, I've been investigating this all week. Is this staged? Is this not staged? I don't know much about art, but my daughter is very good and she's got art books and I read the art books. And there's two things I know. If you want to make a picture really jump out, put a splash of red somewhere in that picture. And don't put it in the middle, put it 2/3 across and 2/3 down. Apparently, that is the ratio at which to put a little splash that jumps out of the picture. If you look at that red cushion, that is exactly 2/3 down and 2/3 across. As far as I'm concerned, that is absolutely staged. And I'm going to do this to prove it.
I don't think I was the only person hoping... I hope that goes through his hand.
The only thing I've learnt from my daughter's art books is that she's shit at painting.
It is
just like her daddy.
It is an art thing. A little splash of red, 2/3 down, 2/3 across. It makes you focus on it and it draws your attention to that thing. And that's why we have put Mike, the cameraman, in a red down, 2/3 across. Look where you're looking. You're drawn to him. You're not drawn away from him.
We're always drawn to Mike.
We are.
Can I say something about Mike, the cameraman, that he said this week?
Mm-hmm.
Mike got recognised 3 times on a flight this week. I'm presuming they were when they opened his passport and said, "Are you called Mike?" That was the first one.
The second one, why are you taking that massive camera on a plane?
Anything to Claire? Yes, I'm Mike, OK.
Here's a question, though. Is it OK to record someone else's arguments? Because that's what happened.
I'm not really sure it is, but I think he was a bit foolish. Like, if you're going to have a row... And he should have done it. You know when you do that, like, that quiet shouting when you're having a row in public? And it's just like, "You're making the scene, I'm not making the scene, you're making the scene." Or, he's got plenty of kids, do it through the kids. Just go, "Well, you know, it'd be fine if, you know, if Mummy hadn't have been so unreasonable." That sort of thing, you are...
Are you dealing with a lot of issues tonight, Alex? What was the question?
Personally, I think it's OK to record an argument in the house next door if you genuinely fear for someone's welfare. But if you're then sending it to The Guardian, which is an anti-Boris newspaper, and you have to then delete all your history of anti-Boris tweets, it does look a little bit cynical.
I agree. Don't think they should have sent it to The Guardian.
Yeah.
I think they should have set it to a hard house beat and released it as a single.
How would you feel, Josh, if your arguments were recorded by your neighbours and released?
Well, my arguments with my girlfriend are just hours of passive-aggressive silence. So it would just be silence, followed by 2 hours later me going, All right, I'm sorry.
In a recording heard by The Guardian, it sounded like someone was washing the dishes furiously. And look, to be fair, you know, rifts happen. We have to be fair to Boris Johnson. Things happen, arguments happen. We've had many arguments here on the last leg, and in fact, in the last week, I didn't want to bring this up, but Josh and Alex, there's been a bit of a, you know...
Not true.
No, it's not.
I overheard an argument in your dressing room last week.
Then?
What, did you record it?
I did record it. I'll read you some of the bits. Josh, you yelled at Alex, "My car didn't even touch your foot. This is another one of your bogus claims."
Right, yeah, well, that might be true, yeah.
Alex shouted back, "You're spoilt, Josh. You've grown up surrounded by limbs, so you take them for granted." I mean,
Wait, it's not true.
Really?
And, yeah, and if you want proof, this is just a photo that has been released to the press.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay.
so you can...
There you are. No problem.
Well, and you think... oh, if you no doubt, that was actually a series of photos. There's
really?
another photo, yeah?
Yeah, OK.
And it's not, it doesn't stop there.
Oh, OK, I see.
And you still unsure?
Oh,
And then also, you know, my favourite one is this one.
Whoa, OK, let's go. All right, let's welcome...
There's more if you want them.
Yeah, there's more.
The most disturbing thing about that was the cushion was right in the middle. It's in the right spot. She was lovely.
She's lovely. She's
she
great.
said, "Here's my card if you ever need a one-legged stripper."
Have you got that card?
What was great was watching Alex on the red carpet.
This girl went to me, "Oh, Alex, can you sign this for me?" And then she went, "Actually, can you sign this?"